Hello students, in this lesson we will use the substring function to print this pattern. That means, as you can see, the word is blue jay, which is a string, and we have to print in this pattern. In the first line B, in the second line BL, then BLU, then BLUE, and then BLUEJ. So blue jay is the actual word. So this word will be directly initialized to a string variable, okay, to a string object, and then we will print the pattern like this. So for this one we need a little bit of analysis because we need to use substring function. So as you can see, this is blue jay written here, okay. So blue jay is written here, and as you can see, the index are 0 at 0th index B, first index L, second index U, third index E, and fourth index J is present. So in the first line we need to print what? In the first line we need to print B, and in the second line BL. That means from the left hand side one character actually one character is getting increased, isn't it? So in the first line B, so for this one, what is the syntax of substring function? You must remember in this regard. So string variable equals to string variable. Here I can write string variable 2 and here string variable 1 actually. So this is the output variable. This string variable 2 is actually the output variable, and this string variable 1 is the input variable where the word, that means the blue jay, will be stored, okay. And then as you can see, equals to string variable 1 dot substring index 1 comma index 2. So substring function will return when two characters are given as arguments, then the characters, the continuous characters actually extracted by the substring function, returned by the substring function, and starting from index 1 and ending at index 2, but the character which is present at index 2 will not be considered. That means the character which is present before index 2 will be considered, okay. So if I write, if I want to print, if I want to extract only B, then what I will write? I have to write this substring function like this, that is substring, then I have to use the first index 0 comma 1. So if I use 0 comma 1, then only I will get B, okay. That means if I write here blue jay within double quotation, so blue jay within double quotation, blue jay dot substring 0 comma 1, then we will get string B, okay. So we will get string B in this case. Now why string B we got here? Because substring 0 comma 1 means 0 to 1 index whenever we will consider, then from 0 to 1 the string will be returned, but excluding the character which is present at first index, that is the second index. So L will not be returned, only we will get B. So similarly, if I want to return or to extract BL, string BL, then I have to write here 0 comma 2, because 0 comma 2 means this, then at the second index U is present, so U will not be returned, so BL will be returned. Similarly, if I write here blue jay dot substring 0 comma 3, then what will be returned? BLU will be returned. As you can see, 0 comma 3 means 0 to 2, that means BLU, because at third index E is present, E will not be returned. Similarly, if I write blue j, then blue j dot substring 0 comma 4, then what will be returned? Blue will be returned. Okay, so blue will be returned. And if I write 0 comma substring here, blue j dot substring 0 comma 5, then blue j will be returned, because 0 comma 0 comma 5, as you can see, 0 comma 4. So 0 comma 5 means actually 0 to 4 continuous characters will be returned, isn't it? So that's why blue j will be returned. Is that clear? So we need to use these 5 statements inside the main function to print this pattern. Now we will use the technique of a for loop to do this. So if I use the for loop, then as you can see, 0 inside the argument, as you can see, 0 0 0 0. So these are actually fixed. So which one is actually varying? 1 2 3 4 5. So these are actually the value of the loop control variable. So we will use a loop control variable inside the for loop. The initial value of the loop control variable will be 1, and the final value of loop control variable is 5, and here the last value, as you can see, this 5 is actually the length of the word blue jay. 0 to 4 index, that means the length is 5. 1 2 3 4 5, there are 5 characters, that's why the length is 5. So if I do this one using blue jay, then at first I need to declare a variable to initialize the value, the word blue jay. So here string, I am using a variable var equals to blue jay. Okay. Then another variable, I will use int I for loop control to control the loop, isn't it? So I will use the for loop here. So for I equals to, what is the initial value of I? What is the initial value of I? I told the initial value of I should be 1 and the final value of I should be 5. So the initial value of I is 1. Okay, so initial value of I is 1 and the final value, as I have told that the final value of I is the length of the word. So here I can write var dot length function, isn't it? So var dot length and then I plus plus. So inside this for loop, at first we need to determine the value which will be printed. So I am using another variable SBS, that is the output variable, to determine the extracted substring, extracted part of the string. So SBS equals to, what is the syntax? String variable. Which is the string variable? Var. So var dot, this is string variable 1 and this is string variable SBS. SBS is the string variable 2 and var is the string variable 1. So var dot substring 0 is fixed, you already know. So 0, the first index is fixed and the second index is not fixed, that is I actually. So 0 comma I. Okay. So new variable here SBS, as it is an output variable and it is of string type. So here we will initialize, we will declare SBS and we will initialize with null string. So SBS equals to null. Is that clear? So now the value of SBS is calculated and now we will print system dot out dot println. We have to use println because we are printing the extracted part of the string in separate lines, isn't it? So system dot out dot println SBS. So this is our program. So let's compile this one. No syntax error. So now we will run this one. As you can see, blue jay is printed. So B, BL, BLU, BLUE, BLUEJ. Is that clear? So that's all for now.